I'm Welcome23, you're joining me for Mother of the Year, Chapter 10, Failure to Launch. You march down the hall, knock on the door to the Principal Tinsley's office. Zoe trails after you, her broken rocket clutched in her hands and fresh tears in her eyes. Principal Tinsley, I think you'd better call Vanessa Blackwood in here. What seems to be the problem? Principal Tinsley opens the door wide to allow you, Zoe, and Guy inside. My rocket, it's broken and August Blackwood is responsible. He's been taking every opportunity to tear her down since we got here. He knows how much Zoe cares about her science fair project, so he shoved her to knock her out of her hands. Come on, Tara. Don't you think you're overreacting a little? No, I don't think I'm overreacting. Principal Tinsley, August Blackwood ruined my daughter's science fair project. At the moment, Vanessa saunters in the office, her son following sulkily behind. What on earth is going on? My son just told me that Zoe Day is framing him for some silly accident. Accident? He broke my daughter's rocket intentionally. Vanessa inspects her perfectly manicured nails disinterestedly. Must we really entertain this nonsense, Anne? I don't appreciate having my busy schedule interrupted over groundless allegations. All right, let's all settle down now. August, did you break Zoe's rocket on purpose? Of course not. I'm really sad Zoe's rocket broke. I can't believe she's blaming me. I thought we might even become friends, because we're both building rockets and all. Vanessa nods at her sons approvingly, then you stare daggers at her. Well then, you heard it yourself. No motive, no evidence. I believe this settles the matter. I'm going to have to agree. There's no sign that this is anything more than a simple accident. Really? You don't even listen to the victim's side? Wow. He had out for Zoe since day one. He's been bullying her non-stop since she got here. Of course he did this maliciously. Bullying is a pretty strong accusation this day. Your daughter is the one who has it out for my son, or have you forgotten how she and her little friend assaulted him only a few weeks ago? That was different. She probably broke the rocket herself just to get in trouble, or the attention, because Lord knows she isn't Miss Popularity at the school. You'd better watch what you say about my daughter. You take an angry step forward when Guy steps in, waving his hand placatingly. No, it was probably just an accident, kids being kids, right? I'm sure August will be more careful next time. Zoe, you don't really believe August would purposely break your rocket, do you? Oh, I thought he did. There was plenty of room on the steps, but he made sure to run right into me. I didn't mean to. It's not my fault. Zoe walked right in front of me. You see, it could have easily been just your daughter's carelessness. You and your daughter do enjoy playing the victim. Now just hold on a minute. Guy takes a hold of your wrist and hisses low in your ear, the pleasant smile never leaving his face. Stop, Tara. Do you think the law guardian would appreciate you making a scene at your daughter's school? You fume, but fall silent. I think we can find a compromise here, ladies. Yes, please, it's about time we wrap this up. I'm already late for my 9 o'clock meeting. Guy puts an arm around Zoe and gives August a stern look. Now, young man, I know it was an accident, but don't you think you owe a little princess an apology for bumping into her? I think an apology would go a long way to help Zoe. He casts a glance. And all of us put this unpleasantness behind us. Vanessa nudges August forward and he puts on a contrite expression. I'm sorry, Zoe, for bumping into you on accident. It won't happen again. He holds out his hand for Zoe to shake. She stares at him unhappily. You catch Principal Tinsley smiling, and August's perfect gentleman acts reluctantly. Zoe shakes his hand. Okay, I guess. Well, if that's all, I believe I'd be willing to chalk this up to simple tomfoolery, so long as everyone remembers to be more careful in the future, right? Great, thanks, Anne. You're always a dear. Don't forget about lunch on Saturday with Tallulah and me. Come along, Augustus. We're leaving. Ciao, Guy. Tara. Vanessa steers her sneering son of the room, and you, Guy, and a pouting Zoe follow soon after. Once out of the hall, you watch as Vanessa and August march away without a second glance. 1 second, sweetie. Hey, Mom. Zoe sits heavily on a bench, turning over a piece of a broken rock in her hands. You shoot Guy a glare and pull him aside, hissing quietly so Zoe doesn't hear. You traitor. I understand you betraying me. That's just for the par for the course, but siding against your daughter? That's a whole new low, even for you, Guy. Oh, you sweet summer child. If you think that was betrayal, the things I've survived in the business world would turn your hair gray. Look, Tara, there's just some things I'm better at than you, like talking to people, being charming, commanding respect. You could never help to keep your cool during arguments, so no need to thank me for saving both you and Zoe's butts. Zoe's, really? You're a real piece of work, Guy Ledford. Thank you. Guy turns his back on you and goes over to pat Zoe on the head. There, little one. I'll be back to pick you up after school. Feel, better. Bye, Dad. Guy throws you a last smug smirk before walking off. You turn to a tearful Zoe, getting down on one knee in front of her and putting both hands on her shoulders. Okay, honey. I'm so sorry. I wish we could have gotten August to face consequences for what he did, but at least we know the truth, right? I guess. I promise I'll help you fix the rocket. I'll go out right after work and pick up the parts you need, okay? Yeah. Okay, Mom. Still looking dejected, Zoe looks at the bent and ruined rocket fin she's been toying with and moves to a nearby trash can to throw it out. Lost but not forgotten. The name of the rocket, Laka, is written on it, along with the cute star doodles. His eyes well up with tears as she clutches it in her hand. Keep the bent fin for New Beginnings board will remind Zoe of her hard work and inspire her to keep going. Always keep moving forward. But a hand over Zoe's, stopping her from letting go of the fin. She looks up at you in confusion. Don't you think that would look better on the New Beginnings board than in the trash? You think I should keep it? Absolutely. You worked really hard on the rocket. I know you'll make it even better. It's worth remembering that hard work. Yeah, but I'm gonna remember August smashing Laka too. Well, you know, it's important to remember the bad along with the good. That's how we grow as people. We learn from those bad experiences. And it will remind you how strong you can be, remind you to never tear others down like August did, motivate you to totally destroy him in the science fair. Never tear down others. There will always be people out there who feel the need to cheat and hurt others to get ahead, but you're not like them. And when you see the fin on the board, it'll remind you how you felt to be dragged down, yes, but also that you should always lift people up. Like a rocket ship blasting off at escape velocity so it can overcome gravity. Yes, I like you. Exactly, I think. Okay, science, or non-science mom. Her expression grows serious and squeezes Zoe's hand. Listen, I'm your mom. I'd prefer if nothing bad ever happened to you, but I can't promise that. What I can promise is that you'll get through this, and all the bad things life throws at you, I'll be fighting for you every step of the way. Oh, Mom, and I'll be fighting for you because you deserve good things too. How did I get so darn lucky to have such a sweet, strong daughter? Some physicists believe in hidden variable theories. That means, that while we may not know what it is, there's always an underlying cause for an observable phenomenon. You might not know why, but there's a reason, and it's not luck. I'm guessing it's because you earned it because you're a phenomenon mom. Was phenomenon mom. Okay, you're adorable. As tears threaten to spring up in your eyes, suddenly you wrap Zoe in a tight hug. I love you so, so much, sweetie. He added Zoe's rocket fin to the board. Need an energy zap to get you through the day. Zoe smiles tentatively and holds out her pointer finger. You touch your fingertip to hers. Zap! Zap. I wish I could stay a little longer, sweetie, but I have to get ready for work. I've got a lunch shift at the Brew Pub today. Okay, Mom. Have fun at work. I'll try, and you have fun with your dad later. You kiss the top of Zoe's head. Remember that everything's gonna work out, and promise me you'll keep your new rocket as far away from August as possible. I promise. Hallway echoes with the sound of footsteps retreating towards the parking lot. The Brew Pub is quiet as you work your lunch shift, so you, while away, time calling every hobby shop in the city looking for the parts for Zoe's rocket. What do you mean you're out of nose cones? What about 18-inch fiberglass sheets? Specialty ones? I don't have time to order it 3 months in advance. Do you know anyone who might have one available right now? Okay, thanks. You call one store after another to no avail. The next one doesn't even answer the phone. You're in the middle of leaving a despondent message when the front door swings open. Thomas walks inside. Sighing, you hang up the phone in frustration. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Not at all. You just made my workday much better. Already? Simply by walking in the door, I am touched. You round the bar and give Thomas a hug, tucking your face against his shoulder. Less sass, more hugging. Well... He flushes, but smiles happily at you. I appreciate the warm welcome. I think it's you who's improved my workday. You feel him hold you a little tighter momentarily before letting you go. Thanks, Thomas. A hug from you is exactly what I needed. I'm here to drop off some paperwork for the custody hearing, and see you, of course. He drops off a sheaf of papers down on the bar and gives you a long look. I don't think I've seen you in your work clothes. You look good. Really, Mr. Tailored Suits is impressed by a bar t-shirt. Hey, give me credit. It's because, just because I rub shoulders with people who couldn't be caught dead in casual wear doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. You don't exactly get casual Fridays at the law firm, do you? Certainly not. He fiddles with stacks of paperwork as he looks into your eyes for a moment, too long for a passing glance. And give yourself some credit, you elevate the outfit. Why, thank you, Thomas. After another long moment of eye contact and a soft smile, he clears his throat and averts his gaze self-consciously. Is everything alright? You seemed harried when I first walked in. You wouldn't believe the day I've had. At first, I had a meeting with the principal because August broke Zoe's science fair project. What? She worked so hard on that! Yeah, I know, and she'll work hard to rebuild it too, but it just kills me that Vanessa's son is skirting consequences again. You'd think that Vanessa would appreciate the benefit of teaching her kids accountability. I mean, she's a lawyer, just is supposed to be her guiding principle. Right? But I already feel better having you on my side. If it makes you feel better, Luz is making one of those potato batteries. She dropped and broken it herself at least 4 times. It's a potato battery. How do you break a potato battery? When life gives you smushed potato batteries, make mashed potatoes? Thomas lets out a loud laugh. I'll have to consider that for next time. But science fair woes and potatoes aside, would you like to talk the case? Not to bring up stressful topics, but I want to be a resource to you as a lawyer and your friend. Just, with every new little thing that goes wrong, I get more and more worried. Honestly, gonna speak with a court-appointed psychologist tomorrow has me rattled. What if... Hey, Todd! There's a... Both start as Donnie pokes his head in from the office door. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were serving a customer. Not a customer, I'm a lawyer. Ah, that's alright then. Todd, we're expecting a truck with this week's pale ale shipment soon. Can you unload the cases in the back when it arrives? You got it, boss. Donnie ducks back into his office, and you turn back to Thomas. Would you like a hand unloading those cases? I'm sure 2 pairs of hands would work faster than one. You know, I used to work for a moving company while I was in college. I believe I remember the tricks to hauling heavy loads. Oh yeah, you trying to flex on me, Mr. Mendez? Oh, because I'm honestly enjoying the mental image. In that case, I definitely am trying to flex on you. Cute guy lifting heavy things, it certainly does sound appealing. I'll leave you to work if you want, but I'd like to stick around and cheer you up if I can. prefer seeing you smile to that stressed expression you had on when I arrived. Besides, I can tell you about my chat with the law guardian earlier today while we were. Accepting Thomas's help will give you a chance to talk about the custody case and maybe take your relationship to the next level. Are we dating? Kind of. Hear the truck pull up outside the bar and smile at Thomas. Well, alrighty then. Let's just see what you're made of, pretty boy. You and Thomas go back into the stockroom, and you move a couple of crates out of the way of the cargo door that opens up in the alley behind the pub. May I? He steps in to lift the heavy door open with a rattle. The truck driver pulls the truck up close to the cargo bay and opens the back for you, revealing towers of beer cases. He indicates the amount allotted for draft horse, about 24 cases, and leaves you with a trolley without another word. Is he going to help as well? Up in the driver's seat, the truck driver pulls out his phone and starts playing a game on it. Guess it's you and me. Fortunately, that's just the way I like it. He grins at you, a bit of mischief in his eyes. Thomas climbs up into the trailer. He begins muscle straining to pile cases onto the trolley. Listen, about your custody case, I've heard back from the law guardian. She's given me an update concerning her investigation. Oh, well, let's get these bottles moved and then you can fill me in. With the trolley fully loaded, you wheel it down the ramp and through the cargo door and into the stockroom. Holy hell, that was heavy. Boy, am I glad you're here to lend a hand. Thomas laughs as he wipes sweat off his brow. Wish I'd brought a spare shirt. I might have raised some eyebrows if I showed back up at the office in a sweaty suit. You could always take your shirt off. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Does that mean you'll do it? Anything for you, Tara. And of course, so I don't have to rumple suit when I return to the office. Takes off his jacket, unbuttons his shirt, and then you take a moment to hang them up with some hangers from the coat check. There we go. Your shirt will remain pristine, and I'll have some eye candy while we work. Thomas rolls his eyes, but flushes a little. Are you objectifying me, Tara Day? I'm normally be opposed, but I suppose I can make an exception for you. You wink and pick up another crate. So, you were saying a second ago something about Law Guardian? Alma speaks as he begins loading the trolley up again. She said she hasn't turned anything conclusive up yet, and her investigation is still ongoing, but her initial findings on Guy are that he appears to be an estranged father making an honest effort to reconnect with his daughter, and that he'd be much better equipped on support Zoe financially than, well, you. She'll learn the truth eventually, hopefully. I mean, he fooled me when we were dating. Hell, even when we first got married, it took years, but I saw through his mask eventually. Yeah, but does your daughter have years? And he's become an even bigger douche than he used to be. I'm sure he'll give himself away sooner rather than later. Thomas leans against a tower of cases as you wheel the trolley into the stockroom and unload them more. I'm sure you're right, and these are only her initial findings, mind you. There's still time for him to show his true colors. Thanks, Thomas, for helping me with these boxes, but also taking my case. You're a high-powered attorney, and yet here you are helping me keep custody of my daughter for free. Don't mention it. I help whenever I can, especially when the person is in need. Someone I care about deeply. You bite your lip as you find Thomas's eyes on you. Both of you jump as the truck's front door creaks open. Oh, guess that's the last of them. The driver closes up the trailer with a loud rattle and gets back to the driver's seat and pulls away. Real friendly guy. You and Thomas close the cargo door and stack the cases neatly in the bag. Phew, I worked up a sweat. Aren't you glad you took your shirt off? Thomas grins. Not as glad as you seem to be. What? Am I that transparent? Sure, we can't crack open one of those beers now that we've just unloaded them. If you want, I can serve you out at the bar. Do you have to go back to work right away? We've earned a little rest, I think. You peek out the door at the still empty Brew Pub. I guess I can take a few more minutes. Besides, I must be a mess. Can you pass me that water? Went over Thomas's shoulder at your water bottle on the back shelf. You're not... I'm not one. A mess. You look beautiful. You look back to see Thomas leaning against the door frame, a slight smile on his lips. Oh. Can I be a beautiful mess? Barked Thomas teasingly. I'd like to think I rock the barely keeping it together look. Thomas let out a chuckle. You absolutely do. That's rather what I like about you. He reaches out tenderly to brush a lock of hair out of your eyes, leaving his hand resting on your cheek. Although from where I'm standing, it looks as though you've got it far a bit more together than you give yourself credit for. The warmth of his hand on your skin radiates through your body like fire. Time seems to stop, both of you holding your breath as your eyes meet. Thomas's breath catches for the briefest moment, a hesitation before whatever doubt he has leaves his eyes. He surges forward to press his lips against yours. Oh. Teeth scrape against your bottom lip, one hand buried in your hair, the other gripping your waist. Your lips part with his tongue. You let out a moan as Thomas smacks you against a tower of beer cases, making bottles rattle musically. His hands come under your thighs and he hoists you up. You wrap your legs around his waist and your arms encircle his neck. Oh. This okay? This is perfect. You trail one hand down his back, feeling the warmth of his skin. He leaves a whisper of a kiss in the hollow just below your earlobe and whispers in your ear. I wanted to do this for so long. You arch your head back as he kisses down your neck, heat blossoming on your skin, and you reach up to tangle one hand in his hair. What's stopping you? You gently tug his face upward to bring his lips to yours again, hungry, searching. You gasp from the fervor of your kisses, crushing you against him, shaking hands, his breath quickens and hot against your skin. But then he stops. It's alright. He sets you down and steps back, shaking his head, his expression almost pained. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I wanted you to... He hastily tugs his shirt and jacket back on. You are very dear to me, Tara, and I can't stop thinking about you or imagining what it would be like to be with you. But I just can't. It's irresponsible of me. I have a daughter to think of. Her needs come before everything else, and then there's... He trails off despondently. Thomas... I understand if you need more time. I'm not asking for a relationship right now, I just want a little clarity. This hot and cold thing is driving me crazy. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this anymore, not right now. I'll see you in court. But I will talk about it with you. Just give me a little time, okay? Thomas reaches out as if caresses your cheek, and then pulls his hand back and leaves the stockroom. You lean back against the row of lockers and remember the feel of his lips on yours. Oh, after a kiss like that, there's no way you're walking away for good, Mr. Mendez. I'll be here to talk when you're ready. After a minute or two, the sounds of the front door pulls you back to the bar and the rest of your workday. The afternoon wears on and a few customers come and go. Once business slows down again, you pull out your phone. This time you dial Alma's number. Hey, Alma, the weirdest thing just happened. Weird, huh? Oh, please dish. I'm bored and alone in my apartment. Well, Thomas and I kissed and... Wait, what? That's great. Why does that not sound like everything's great tone of voice? Long story short, Thomas admitted he has feelings for me, and then he freaked out and walked down. Tara, this is huge. What did he say? Do you have feelings for him? This needs more than a phone call. Can you come over? I demand girl talk. Save me from inevitable marathon of Criminal Mind reruns. There is nothing wrong with Criminal Mind. Chuckle in spite of yourself. Sure, I'm just getting off work. I've got to pick up Zoe tonight, but I'll give it a little time. And I failed at tracking down the parts she needed for her rocket, so the errand I was gonna do is off the table. It sounds like you had a day, but I'll be seeing you soon, and I'll have a nice chilled Riesling rating. I'm assuming that's a wine cooler or something. You hang up, clock out, and head back to your towards your apartment building. Once you get home, you freshen up and make a beeline for Alma's apartment. Hey, you, get in here. Someone's got to help me drink this wine. I called it. Just a little bit for me. I'm picking up Zoe in a couple hours. Of course, of course. You have to rescue your space princess from the big bad tech douche. Alma goes to the fridge as you settle on the couch and pours you a small glass of wine. She prepares herself a considerably more generous pour. So, Thomas, tell me everything. You feel her on what happened at the Brew Pub, and she leans back in her wheelchair. Wow, that boy's got it bad for you. Yeah, he's also got like a million things holding him back from acting on his feelings. Well, mostly just one, and damn it, it's so reasonable and sad. It's not about, I'm not about to ask him to get over his wife. So what are you going to do? I'm gonna... wait for him. He needs time, and I can give him that. As long as you're not putting your own happiness on hold. He's worth it. Wow. Wow, Pixelberry. You impressed me with that. Well, I hope it works out with Thomas if you wanted to, but even if it doesn't, it's not like you don't have other prospects. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure. I know you're pretty into hot single dad lawyer man, but I've seen Levy grazing wistfully at you when you pass him in the hallway. Our resident rock star's got himself a crush on you. And you should see the person... Oh, she just mentioned it, never mind. And what about your kiddo's science teacher, Eco? She seems to be taking an interest, and not just in Zoe's education. You just think everyone's into me, don't you? Maybe because everyone is into you. Are you gonna make a confession here soon, too? Come on, Dora. I've been committed monogamous relationships since I was 19. Indulge me living vicariously through a hub of romantic attention. It's kind of exciting, you know? I've poured so much time and energy into raising Zoe that I haven't been able to focus much on dating for, well, years. And now you've got all those cute prospects. You deserve to explore them. Well, I'll admit I could say crushing on multiple people. Get it, girl. Maybe one day you'll have to choose, but today is not that day. Unless you have a favorite. Not like you've got to lock anything down, but is there a front runner? You laugh and get up to put your empty wine glass in the dishwasher. Oh, nuh-uh. Do not walk away from me. Who is it? Mind you, this is not a binding decision. Just tell me your loving, supportive friend where your head's at right now. If I have to choose one... No one. Thomas, Aiko, Levy. Okay. This one's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with... It's very hard. It's very hard. So, Thomas, as you can tell, has some baggage, of course. And I respect that. I respect Pixelberry for doing that. Eco has some baggage as well. Remember, she's still in the closet, per se. And then Levy has his own baggage of trying to find success, struggling with life. He's kind of like me. But then also Thomas is... Like, these two are... If you were to combine them, that would be me. This one's actually tough. I haven't actually thought about it. Like, they've made some really good love interests in this book. I'd say it's Thomas. He's just sweet, and I love the moments of vulnerability when he's nervous about raising Luz. Not to mention handsome and just good at heart, helping me with this hearing for free. And he's really quite a catch. He'll get through this and discover that you two belong together, Tara. I'm sure of it. Thanks, Alma. I'm glad you invited me over. I've been so stressed with hearing and Zoe getting bullied. I didn't know how much I needed to sit back and talk about crushes. I feel immediately 15 years younger just saying the word crush, and hey, I'll take it. That's what I'm here for. I should go get ready to pick up the kiddo. Maybe call the hobby shop after rocket parts once more, and we should do this again sometime. A deal. Next time I'm getting you to drink more wine. You laugh and give Alma a hug before returning to your own apartment. As you walk into the apartment, your phone rings with a call from Eco. Hey, is something wrong? Did Zoe get in trouble? Is this about her grades? Hey, don't worry, it's nothing like that. I'm just checking in. Zoe seemed pretty upset today in class, but she wouldn't tell me what was bugging her. And, that's not really like her, so I thought I'd call. Oh, you missed all the drama. August broke Zoe's rocket this morning. I had to speak with the principal. It was a whole thing. Worst of all, he got off scot-free because Principal Tinsley and Vanessa are BFFs. Seriously, Anne knows just as well as me that August's been nothing but trouble this year. If you want, I can sit him down after class and give him a real lecture on basic human decency. I appreciate that. I'm digging your fierce protective side. And I'm not saying that I need you to fight my battles for me, but the fact that you're willing to, not gonna lie, it's pretty hot. Oh yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Your phone buzzes suddenly, and you pull it away from your ear to see you have an incoming call. I'm sorry, I have to put you on hold for a second. I got a call on the other line. Pick up the incoming call. Hello, this is Starry Day. Oh, you're, Macmillan's hobby shop. How can I... You do have those nose cones and fiberglass sheets. Oh, that's excellent. Remind me of your address? Wait, Hamilton Street. That's on the other side of town. What do you mean you close in an hour? You end your call with the hobby shop and return a call with Eco. Let me guess. Hey, sorry, gotta go. I have got to get to the other side of town in my POS car to get the parts for Zoe before the hobby shop closes. Hey, here's an idea. I have some spare gear if you want to ride my motorcycle with me. I could pick you up. I live super close, and my bike can cut through traffic like a hot knife through butter. Of course, you have to hold on to me really tight as long as that's not a problem for you. Only safety reasons, you understand. Problem. That's definitely a bonus. Eco, you're amazing. It's not all selfishness. I could really go for a good ride through the night. The speed, the rush of the wind, the surge of adrenaline. A beautiful woman in a leather jacket with her arms wrapped around me. You two live in my fantasy world, I see. That's pretty much as good as it gets. What do you say? Back with Eco would get you the store faster, unlock a cool outfit, and get you a chance to get cozy with Eco. It's cute. Perfect. I'll meet you out front in 10. Minutes later, Eco's cherry red motorcycle glides to a stop in front of your building. Time to suit up, Tara. He tosses you a jacket, pants, gloves, and a helmet, which you quickly put on over your clothes. How do I look? Like a geek, but it's adorable. Like Trinity in Speed Racer had an extremely badass baby. I think I'm gonna faint. Climb into the passenger seat behind her, feeling the rumble of the engine beneath you. Wow, this thing feels intense. I was gonna say Tron, but... Bussards really aren't for the faint of heart. You ever been a passenger on a motorcycle before? On a motorcycle? Only once or twice. Alright, that'll make it easier, but riding's always different depending on the person. It's like learning to dance with a new partner. To get really good, you have to learn how that person moves. Eco takes your hands, placing them on her shoulders and wrapping one arm around to the rest of her sternum. Even through her jacket, you're hyper-aware of the closeness of Eco, her warmth and the curves of her body. You feel heat rising in her cheeks. Alright, it's gonna get loud once we're moving fast, and I don't have helmet radio, so we're gonna need an alternate means of communication. Like sign language? More like touch language. If you see something dangerous to the left or right, tap 3 times on the shoulder. If you need me to pull over for any reason, tap 3 times on my helmet. Shoulder, left or right, helmet, pull over. Okay. If you want to tell me you're having a great time, squeeze my hips with your knees. Oh, good. That one sounds important. Other things to know. When we go into a turn, don't try to stay upright. Even if it feels like we're leaning over a lot, the bike won't tip over, promise. And basically, you have to sway with it. We'll start out slow, but once we get up to highway speeds, we'll have to get flat against the bike to cut down on wind resistance. You got all that? I know it's kind of a lot at once. I think I got this. Shoulder, left or right. Helmet, pull over, and, yeah, I really enjoy this ride. Alright then, let's roll out. Ego knocks back the kickstand and guns the throttle. You can't help but gasp, clinging to Ego's strong frame as the bike leaps forward into the cool night. Starting out at a moderate pace, Ego's bike slips easily between cars as you glide through the streets outside your neighborhood. As you move down a straight section of the road, Ego turns her head slightly and shouts so you can barely hear her move through her helmet. How are you feeling? Ready for me to open it up? Yeah, this isn't so... Bike leaps forward, snarling into a wild animal. You hold tight as Eco scenery zips by. Reaching an intersection, Eco signals for a right turn and leans the bike over. Lean to the right. Holding your breath, you move with Eco, or move with the bike as Eco leans in over at a heart-stopping angle. Ooh. Adrenaline hums through your veins as Eco smoothly pulls out of the turn, tipping the bike upright again. Eco flashes you a thumbs up as you continue towards the freeway on-ramp. Eco drives onto the freeway, following the signs towards downtown. As she merges onto the bridge, the traffic around you steadily picks up speed. Holy crap, this feels so much faster than a car. That's because you're not surrounded by metal. Different perspective, it's a wonderful experience. As your speed increases, so does the force of the wind pushing against you. Get flat. You lean forward, just as Eco does the same, pulling yourself flat against her back. The wind glides over and around you, feeling almost liquid as you weave effortlessly from lane to lane. Wow. Abruptly, the cars around you begin to slow, compressing into dense mass that moves forward at a crawl. Eco eases off the throttle deftly, threading through the traffic jam as drivers honk their horns and gesture at each other in frustration. Wow, glad I didn't try to drive through this. As Eco signals to change lanes, a car ahead of you slows down to open space for her. Eco waits to the driver and starts to move into an empty space. As she does so, you see a driver to your left crank their wheel, trying to get there first. What the hell? He's coming right at us. What was the danger signal? Shoulder. Frantically, you tap on Eco's shoulder. Her head immediately snaps toward the approaching car and she lays on her horn. Yeah, people don't care about people on motorcycles, bikes, anything like that. They're idiots. Driver balks, sinking back into his seat. Eco continues into space, flipping off the driver. She passes. Phew, that was close. Soon you come out over the other side of the traffic and Eco opens up the throttle. The flash of taillights, the rushing wind, the growl of the bike beneath you fill your senses. Feels like we're flying. Oh, honey. You know, this is really making me want to go for a ride right now. In the midst of a bright chaos, you feel the warmth of Eco's back pressed against your chest, your hearts thundering it together. And I also feel like recording it too. I know the perfect place to do it. Give Eco a hug. Squeeze with my knees. Eco, give her a hug. It's got a heart on it. That's about the only... I was gonna go with knees, but carefully sliding both hands around Eco's torso, you pull yourself even closer in a tight embrace. The wind is too much to hear, but you feel Eco's hum continually in your arms. Listen, some women have horses. Other women have motorcycles. 20 minutes to spare, you roll to a stop in front of the hobby store. Eco turns off the engine and removes her helmet, shaking out her glossy hair, and you do the same. I believe this is your stop. How do you feel? That was... holy crap. That was amazing. And here we didn't even need the helmet ones. You're amazing. Best passenger I've ever had. Hands down. You dismount, knees wobbling, your heart still beating 100 miles per hour. Take it easy. You're on one hell of an adrenaline high. Oh, I'll say, I feel so alive right now. I could just... You grin at Eco, seeing your adrenaline and desire reflected in her eyes. She smirks invitingly. Without another word, you grab Eco at the front of her jacket and pull her in, kissing her hard. She leans in, soft lips parting against yours. You cling to her, breathless, and it's like you're flying again. You slide your hands down the back of... She slides her hands down the back of your leather jacket into the back pockets of your jeans and squeezes, hugging you even tighter against her body. Oh, Eco. She laughs and you take the opportunity to pepper kisses along her neck. Aura. She catches your lips with her own again, and it's not until you need to stop for breath that you pull back feeling a little dizzy. Wow, that was... Not that I wouldn't love more of that, but you've got some shopping to do, yeah? Later then? Deal. Rrrr. A few minutes later, you emerge from the hobby shop with your bag full of supplies. Eco pops open the cargo box and you smash them inside. Or stash, wow. You've just broken the rocket again! Mission accomplished. Hell yeah, then let's get you back to Commander Zoe for debrief. As you get back on Eco's motorcycle, you use the voice-to-text to shoot a quick text to Guy. Sorry, had to pick up parts for Zoe's rocket on the other side of town, running late. We'll be by to pick up soon. Eco pulls up to a stop in the parking lot of the hotel and helps you off her bike. After you take off your helmet and give it back to Eco, you glance at the phone, but frustratingly, Guy hasn't responded to your message. Do you want me to stick around? No, don't worry about it. Since I'll have Zoe, there's a bus we can catch in 15 minutes. Of course. Tell her give her my best and tell her that her rocket will be better than ever. You can remind her that I'm on my second try with the heart monitor, if that'll help. I think it really, really will. I'll get the motorcycle gear back to you tomorrow if that's okay. Hey, don't worry about it. Keep it. Consider it an investment in future motorcycle rides. Thanks, Eco, for everything. It was my pleasure. Eco lifts your chin to give you a quick kiss. My very sincere pleasure. You're so smooth. Well, I happen to bike you a lot. Smooth status revoked. Did you just flirt with me via motorcycle puns? Is that a problem? It's just, I feel like I hardly know you. Oh! Ooh. A for effort, but I know you drive a Hayabusa. Okay, Teach, quit giving me a grade and just kiss me. Eco laughs and presses another short, sweet kiss to your lips. That's all for tonight. Go get your Commander Zoe. Glance at your time on your phone. Damn it, I'm late. I gotta run, but thanks. I think I said thanks already. Yes, you're welcome, go. Rush up the stairs, 2 at a time, to get Guy's penthouse suite. Knock frantically, out of your breath. After a minute, the door opens to reveal a stony-faced Guy. Sorry I'm late. Where's Zoe? Is she ready to go? She's asleep. Because you're late. By 20 minutes, dude. I texted you. I told you to go all the way across town to pick up parts for Zoe's rocket. Well, I didn't get any text. How convenient, of all the times not to get my text. And it's only 8 o'clock, Zoe's bedtime isn't until 9. You put her to bed early on purpose so I wouldn't be able to pick her up, even though you know it's my turn to have her. Too bad. That doesn't change the fact she's asleep. Maybe you should have planned better. Listen, Guy. How's my fist in your face for a plan? Real nice, Tara. I'm sure the law guardian will love hearing about you threatening assault on top of forgetting all about picking up your daughter. Look, at least give her these parts. She needs them right away to... I grabs a bag of rocket parts out of your hand. I'll give them to her. I'll see you in court, Tara. and he slams the door in your face. You realize the Law Guardian's for Zoe and not for you, right? Just saying. And yeah, sometimes frustration with your boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. You start a little bit of violence. No, they're exes, okay? They're exes. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. It goes a long way. Head down description below. Links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my family. Be honest. Goes towards the channel. But mainly goes towards me and my family. So, unfortunately, Royal Hair and Big Country Sky will be a little bit late today, as, like I said, I'm trying to recover keys as well as things, and I'm also trying to fix things. And then also I went and started Royal Hair, and for whatever bloody goddamn reason, the software didn't kick in, so I don't know if there was an issue or whatnot, or if I'm just a dummy and I forgot to hit the video or button. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.